So today we have really exciting news, like huge news. I am so excited, and then we have lots of updates and a discussion to have as well. So let's go ahead and get started. Hi there, this is Allison with Let's Go Travel Tips, and today is Wednesday, January 18th of 2023, and guess what? So today Carnival Corporation announced that they have signed a deal with Starlink. I am so excited. So they said that they are starting the rollout already to put Starlink on some of the Carnival Cruise Line ships and the AIDA ships. They said that they have plans, though, to roll it out to all of the cruise lines that are held by Carnival Corporation. So that means that Princess, Holland America, the cruise lines that we cruise most with Carnival Corporation here on this channel are going to be getting Starlink. Now, they don't give a date about when they're going to have Starlink up and running on the ships, but I think it's a really good sign that they have announced that they've got this deal and that they are finally moving in that direction. I know that when I was just on Celebrity Reflection, they had the gear and we're starting to install that, and so I know we've got some Let's Go family members who will be on the Celebrity Reflection. I think it's next week, if I remember correctly, and so let us know how the internet is on that. And then all of us, as we cruise on any of the Carnival Corporation brand ships, you know, any of those different cruise lines, let us know if you get on and you think that the internet is going unusually fast, because maybe they will have Starlink installed. I am really hoping that they will announce a little bit more about this as it rolls out a little bit more, so that we will all have a better idea of when to expect the Starlink to get installed on our favorite ships. But this is really a big step forward. We have really been waiting for this. Just on Monday night at our live, I was saying, you know, you've got Royal Caribbean and Celebrity, you know, that's the same holding company there, but so they've got it, Norwegian's getting it, and it was a very glaring omission that Carnival Corporation hadn't signed that for any of its brands. So I am really excited. So tell me in the comments below, are you as excited as I am? And you know what, truthfully, I would be just as excited even if I wasn't trying to put videos up to share with all of you when we are on a cruise, because it seems to me, and I think, you know, based on what I've read, and I would like to hear what you think, but it seems like so many more people, since COVID happened, so many more people have the option to not have to be sitting in the office to work. So it opens up this world of opportunity that you could work while you're on a cruise ship, you know, in the daytime, and then when you're in port, you can thoroughly enjoy getting to be in port and then do some work when you get back on the cruise ship. So this will make it so that lots more people, I like to think, will be able to cruise, because they'll be able to stay up to date with what they need to do with work or anything else that's going on in their life that they require the internet for, and it'll make life smoother for the rest of us who are trying to do that as well. So like I said, I think this is really great news, really great news. So that's why I started with it. So the next thing, though, that I think that we need to talk about, oh, and you know what the other thing is, and I want to say this, there were some quotes from the vice president of Starlink for SpaceX is when they were talking about this deal, and one thing that he said is, even in the most remote waters, guests on board Carnival Corporation ships will be able to share real-time updates with friends and family. That is a really nice thing as well. When you sign up with Starlink, you know, historically, and this is just very much a layman's approach to it, and so if you've got more to add, please put it in the comments below, because we need it. But based on what I've read about Starlink and about the satellites that the cruise lines have historically used, is it seems like Starlink will cover all over the world better than a lot of the what we've been used to with the internet that we have been able to get before. So historically, you know, the further north you go, like if you go to Alaska and keep going further north, you would have way less internet. And then the same with if you were going south. I noticed that when we went to Antarctica, that as we went further south, the further south we got, when we were clearing Antarctica, let me tell you, we did have a little bit of internet here and there, enough to do the voice over IP calls to our children a couple of times, but it was not near so much internet down there. And it sounds like with SpaceX and the way they're doing their satellites and how it works, that we should have better coverage everywhere. So I think that that is very important as well. More even coverage everywhere in the world. So I think this is just great. So thanks for being excited with me about that. The next thing that I wanted to talk to you about is yesterday we talked about the in-person musters coming back on Norwegian Cruise Line. One of you was kind enough to put in the comments that Disney is bringing back the in-person muster as well. I double checked that, and sure enough, they are bringing back the in-person muster as well. So it made me stop and think, do you think they're going to bring back the in-person muster on some other cruise lines? I thought of Royal Caribbean and Celebrity. Now when you watch the safety video on their app, I don't think it doesn't register that you did it. That's another one where when you go to the muster station, you just have to say that you did it, and they go on the honor system there. Because at first we thought that it just wasn't registering, that we were watching it and we were doing something wrong. So we watched it like numerous times, but then when I just went on the Celebrity Reflection, I watched it and I realized that it wasn't keeping track. And so it'll be interesting to see if they end up having to go back. Now on Princess, when you watch it, like if you watch it on your stateroom TV, it registers that you watch it. And so and I think it registers if you watch it on your app as well. And so to me that's a little bit different. So I'm hoping that Princess can leave the muster the way it is, because I think it's so very convenient. I really enjoy it a lot, but I guess just only that, we'll see as the future unfolds. But let me know what you think about that. Now another quick thing I wanted to follow up on is we've talked about Easy Air here a little bit more lately, and I've heard from more of you. I've got some of you who I'm hearing from that love Easy Air. You're booking with them and things have gone really smoothly, and truly I think it goes more smoothly more often than not. At the same time, a couple of you have let me know that compared to before COVID, when you booked with Princess Easy Air, now when you want to go on and pick your seats, you have to pay for the seats. Now I don't know honestly, and I'm asking, I want to hear from you all. Do you think that's a change with the airlines, or do you think it's more of a change with Princess Easy Air? The reason that I'm wondering is, the more you look at flights and different flights, the more it's apparent that airlines are trying to earn a lot of, trying to earn money too, and they are charging for a lot more seats than I think than they used to charge. So you kind of have to decide if you're not going to sit in the cheapest seats and you want to sit anywhere better, it's going to be that you have to pay for it on a lot of different airlines. And of course that depends a little bit on what perhaps your loyalty status is with them, what they will let you choose and not pay for. But at the same time, let me know if you think that that's a change, because I'm hearing from some of you that you don't want to book with Princess because of the charge for the seats when you go in to pick them. And so let me know. I know that I have booked Princess Easy Air flights for people that book cruises with me, and I'm really thank you very much for all of you that do that. But when I go in, right when I'm booking the flights, then I can choose the seats. Alrighty, and when on all the ones that I have done, and this is not thousands, okay, it's quite a few, but it's not thousands, but every time I go in to do it, I can always pick some seats there in the main cabin, not in well, it depends on what you book, okay? If you book economy, then I can choose your seats in economy that don't cost extra. If you book first class, I can book your seats in first class that don't cost extra. And so I am wondering if when people are going in and you book your flight and then you're going to choose your seats, you're going to go into Delta's website or American's or United's, whoever's website, and you're going to choose some seats if you're choosing seats that would cost extra anyway. I don't know, for example, we're going to fly on Delta tomorrow, and when we book our flights, we just get the plane seats. And so if I want to sit in Comfort Plus, unless I get upgraded, then that's an extra cost. And so will you all let me know what you think about that and what your experience is, because that will help everybody kind of know what to expect with Princess Easy Air as well. Then I saw, just really quick, I saw somebody put a comment confusion and wondering if travel agents still do plane tickets. The way I understand it is a long time ago, travel agents earned something on plane tickets, and now, nope, you don't. And so I always, though, am happy, personally, I am always happy to book flights for people in Princess Easy Air, if you book a Princess Cruise, or in Celebrity, whoever you book with. That is absolutely my pleasure to do that for you. So don't worry about that. That's a good option. But a lot of people, they want to use their miles, they want to use their points, whatever. So you can get a flight however you want. Now, I do have a quick question for you here, kind of in the middle of all this. We have been talking about Alaska a lot and their excursions there, and I mentioned that I'm a little bit nervous about that helicopter one, and I feel like y'all are my family. And so if any of you have been in Alaska and you have had a helicopter excursion booked and it's like raining hard or it's foggy, do they automatically cancel it? Because then I would be afraid to go. If it's a beautiful sunny day, I'm not afraid. That's okay. But if it's really foggy or if it's rainy a lot, then I would lose my nerve probably. So if you could share your experience with that or things that you've noticed, that would just help me out. And I think it would help out everyone else too, because surely I'm not the only one that worries about that. Alrighty, the next thing, this is just like a public service announcement. So I need to talk about this more in depth. But as different cruise lines like Princess and Celebrity and Royal Caribbean and Norwegian, as we've been talking about a lot lately, they all keep charging extra for so many things, that these all-inclusive cruise lines like your Regent, your Oceania, Azamara, all of these different ones, they are becoming more attractive because everything is included. So I wanted to let you know that on Oceania right now, they are running 2-for-1 cruise fares with free round-trip airfare and free airport transfers, plus a free amenity. Now, of course, there's a little star by it, so there are some exclusions and some restrictions, but if you're interested in that, I think this is a really good time to give them a try. So if you need help with that, of course, you can call me or your own travel agent, however you like to do that, but I thought that you would like to know that that is an option out there. Let's see what else. Okay, so along with that, 2 things. First, I want to ask, is anybody else yearning for the Mediterranean in 2023? I know that's really funny. We already have group cruises for 2023. We've got our Alaska one on May 27th on Holland America's Eurodom. If you'd like to come with us, we've got some spots left, and the same with our In Search of the Northern Lights. It's on Princess, October 4th. But if you have been here very long, you just know that the Mediterranean is my very favorite place in the whole wide world, other than my house, other than being home. And so I've been thinking more and more about going there, and I don't know if anybody else is interested in coming along or not. I've been looking at a lot of itineraries. I've been looking on Princess and Celebrity, and one that really stood out to me that you get to see so many places on Celebrity, they have got one that is 7 nights and it doesn't even have a sea day. Alrighty, you go to that many ports. So it's round trip out of Athens. I'm just telling you about it because this is a good example. And it leaves on, the one I like is on September 9th, but on the 10th, you're in Thessaloniki, if I'm saying that right, Greece. Then you go to Mykonos, then to Ephesus in Turkey, then to Rhodes, Greece, then to Santorini, then Hydra, however you say that, in Greece, and then the next day you are back in Athens. So it's a 7-night. It's, I think, affordable from what I can tell. I think it's affordable for where you're going, and so I'm just throwing that out there. I can go, Gordon and I can just go, or if anybody thinks they maybe want to come, or we can look at other itineraries too, but I just didn't know. And you know what? It's January. It is cold. I am cold. And it's snowy, and it's just, the Mediterranean sounds wonderful. So if you're interested, let me know what you think. So thank you very much for being here with me today. If you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. We would love to have you in our Let's Go family. We need you with us, and I think you will really enjoy being part of the Let's Go family here with us. If you appreciate these updates, please give this video a thumbs up, and I'll be talking to you all again really soon. You all take really good care. God bless you. Love you. Bye-bye.